everyone. Welcome back. My name is Farah. I'm from Spark the Light Within, and today we have Angelica with us. Hi, Angelica. Thank you for joining us
Hi.
and giving us your time.
Thank you, Farah. Actually, thank you for giving me this space today, which is the last day of the year, and having this. I'm very excited for it. Thank you.
Yes, great, great. So, what we'll do, Angelica, is I will let you introduce yourself and what you do. Just tell us everything about what you do in your holistic practice.
Okay. Well, my name is Angelica Gonzalez. I am originally from Mexico, but proudly Mexican-Canadian. So what I do is I do body contouring, which is it's a mix of techniques, which includes like lymphatic massage therapy, wood therapy, and a multifunctional machine that has like cavitation, radiofrequency, lipolyzer, and vacuum therapy. So all this helps the body to improve health and improve the shape of the body. Like basically, is body contour is shaping the body. Mostly is cosmetic, but it helps a lot in other sections, in other
So, can we
situations.
say it helps with weight loss?
Not with weight loss as it is. Improves a lot to reduce the water retention. Like the body tends to retain water, even though if we are doesn't matter the size. So what it does is a drainage. We work with the lymphatic. We work with the lymphatic system. So what I do is activate the limbs, and with manipulation of the hands, I help the body to pump that water, and I stimulate to the fat cells that are in the body. So I take it to the limbs, and then we can eliminate that water and liquid fat by urine, or when we go to the washroom, sweat. And it helps too with digestion. It helps a lot to reduce stress. It helps to against cellulite, for example. Yes, it helps with reduction of size in time. Obviously, it is with helps of um, good nutrition, like what we eat is the most for losing weight is what we eat. There is no other way, and exercise. But these massages helps a lot. Even for example, athletes, they are very muscly, but some
Mhm.
especially women, because the hormone factor, we even they have sometimes cellulite, right, on the thighs. So that's what, because with the age we slow down in metabolism, right? So these massages help a lot to drain that. With that, we shape the body. I shape the body, and in a term, it stays like that, right? Obviously, it's a process too of discipline, and it's basically cosmetic and non-invasive instead of liposuction, for example, which is a lot
Mhm.
of pain and you have to go under surgery. Case is
Nice. Are you there, Angelica?
yeah. I'm here.
Your
Sorry, I
video
saw something
has
happen.
disappeared.
Yeah, can you hear me though?
We can hear you, can't see you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hold on. My computer is there, I guess. Sorry about that.
No problem.
There.
There we go. Now you can see your beautiful face again.
Okay.
All right. So great. You know what? Hitches happen in technology and we'll still continue. So
Yeah,
that's
I
great.
know.
And you answered the question of how you help people in your business. So that was great. So what made you become a holistic practitioner? Like, what inspired you? Why? How did you decide to start your own business? And tell us
Oh,
about your
well,
holistic journey.
I actually grow in this environment. My mom in Mexico, she's a cosmetician, and she used to give this kind of I don't know, probably everybody knows that for Latin America woman, the looking of the bodies is important because that's the marketing of many things, actresses, and you know.
Yeah.
So she actually used to give this kind of like body contouring massages to actresses back home
Oh,
in
nice.
her time. Yeah. So when she went to university and she was learning about it, my sister and I were the guinea pigs. We were the models, and we were yeah, so we were the ones that were always especially me, my sister not as much, but me, I was the one who was there, and she was trying everything and more. So I went through the in that at that time the rustic way of wood therapy. For example, wood therapy is
Mhm.
a technique that we use wood tools to shape the body. Back then, it was, that roller for pizza.
Mhm.
She rolled me with that because that's what they use in Brazil, for example. These techniques are
Okay.
very, very and like anxious, like from the Chinese, actually, from a
Okay.
Chinese culture, and they went all the way to Latin America, and it became famous in Brazil. Why? Because by genetic, Brazilian women or Latin American women, I think in general, we tend to storage fat in places where it's very hard to target, like hips, legs, right? Like
Isn't it most women?
yeah, most women, but I think I don't know. Yeah, that's right, most women. But in Latin
Most
America,
women, yeah.
I don't know why a situation where it was no good. I guess I don't know. So they started to use these tools as a way to eliminate this specific fat, that sometimes exercise don't help, or because when
Mhm.
you do diet, it goes generally. You don't target the specific areas, right?
Right, right.
So they used to do that. Now we have a different tools, more ergonomic, like uh,
Mhm.
based for to do in the body. And so, well, going back to that, so I grow in this environment, and I always like it. So
Mhm.
anyway, so I went to university to study completely something different. I always had the idea to do it because I truly feel that it helps in many ways, not just in health, not just for cosmetic, but in a self-esteem. Um, in a self-esteem. Again, no matter the size, because it's not the same a woman that has probably a little bit. It's a large woman but curvy. The
Mhm.
feeling is completely different. Or it can be a very small, tiny woman, but has like waist, or I do, for example, a butt lift. So it's not the same. These areas where we are always thinking, right? Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. To me, beauty, like every woman on the world, is beautiful. We have our own ways, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, the media, right? Or not, well, not unfortunately, but the media makes you have to have some standards or some characteristics to be beautiful. At the
Yeah.
end, the beauty is inside out, right?
Absolutely.
But self-esteem, and again, what media show us is you have to have certain size sometimes, or certain measurement in the body. And I love when a woman come and they live so happy because the waist is smaller, because the thighs are smoother, like talking about cellulite, for example, because
Yeah.
these kind of techniques promote the production of collagen and elastin that with the time
Mhm.
we lose. no matter what, by the time we are 35, we don't produce enough collagen and elastin. So what happened? Skin starts to get saggy, okay, right?
Mhm.
So this kind of techniques helps. It's proved that it helps to endure that, like to have it longer with a longer firm looking.
Right.
And again, no matter the size, no matter your activity level, of course, I always I need help from them in terms of what we consume, what we eat, and our
Absolutely. It's
level
always a work together. Absolutely.
is
Yeah.
a
You could be the
combination.
best, but if they don't give in that effort as well, it's not going to help. Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
helps, but at certain level, right?
It
Then
won't be as quick
yeah,
or
exactly.
as the process is supposed to happen. Yes.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I don't want them here all the time. I want them to, like, probably at the beginning to come and feel the difference, but then just do it as maintenance, not as I have to have it because otherwise I lose the shape, right?
Right. Right.
For me, it's a word of mouth that actually right now,
Absolutely.
thank God, that's how I've been working. I don't, my social media is not that big. So my word of mouth is what has been or make the business, to be honest. And I'm very
Right.
happy
Right.
with that.
That's good. So, what have you faced as challenges starting your business, and how did you overcome them?
Well, but it's been not too many, but I will say that the biggest one is it was the fear of not knowing if I'm gonna make it, not knowing if I was good enough. Because I took I certified, like I took courses in Mexico, but then I never did it. So
Mhm.
pandemic hit, and then I took one online, and then I realized I had to certify myself here just to be safe.
Yes.
So I did it, and I did it this year, at the beginning of this year. So I practiced with my daughters, with friends, and then I realized that if I didn't take the step, if I didn't face the fear, I was never gonna do it, because it was a big investment. Um,
Absolutely.
so I think the biggest challenge was that, to face the fear of doing it. So I think in life, uh, everything has it can put you a limit, but if you go one step and one step and you cross that line,
Yes.
then you know that you can do it, right? In my case, it was like to buy the machine, which is a very expensive machine, to make the space, which now I have it at home, um, to be exposed outside, because I'm old. No, not when I because I'm old, but my social media thing are not
Yes.
as a teenager, right? I've been learning,
Exactly. Yes.
because
Yes.
now everything, I remember back then my mom used to put us to deliver flyers for them to know that she was doing what she was doing. Now
Exactly.
that's different. It's social media, it's this kind of interviews that we are having right now. So
Yes.
I was afraid of that. So anyways, I had a good support. um, my family, my friends, the partner helped me a lot to okay, do it. You can do it. You know, if you know what you're
Yes.
doing, go for it. And I did it, and I'm very proud of what I have achieved. So yes, an advice is, don't let your fears hold you back. At the end,
Perfect. Yeah.
if you did it and it didn't work out, that's okay. It's not a failure. Failure is never done. It's like you never do it. It's not a failure. It's just didn't happen. Go for the next one, because
Yeah.
you never know. And if it's a success, there you go. It was a blessing. You do it. You did it.
Great, great. So that's a good advice that you're giving all the entrepreneurs who are thinking of starting a holistic business. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really, really nice. What advice would you give somebody who wants to enter the holistic field?
Um. Well, I will say the knowledge, because sometimes um the information, the knowledge it's know what you are gonna offer,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because the holistic field is wide, is very wide, which is what makes it amazing. It's so wide that there are so many things we can do, so many things we can offer to help, so many, like endless. I will say, I don't know. So get the knowledge what you need. Try to focus on one of all that wide, and be like a Bible on what in that specific one, right?
Right.
For example, I could talk hours about the lymphatic system. I could talk hours about the wood therapy. I could talk hours about all these techniques that improve so many things about the skin, about the body fluids that we storage in the body. There are so many, but
Wow.
if you focus on one and you become a professional in that specific one, you
Wow.
have a market there.
That's
You
lovely.
know what you are offering, and yeah, that I will be the best advice. Educate yourself on what you want to offer.
That's
That's the.
great. And this enthusiasm that I see leads me to my last question. What do you see your future and the business of your future?
What do I say? You know what? I want to reach um all those women that want to feel good about themselves. I want to reach. I don't want them to keep coming. I want them to come, try, and go out and know what they have to do for a life. That's
Okay.
that's that's my goal. As and so that's gonna. I know that's gonna make my business alive and or live for a long time, because again, when you and that's the power of women. I think you help one, that one help another one, and that one help, and then it's a web, right?
Exactly. Yes.
And I love
Empowerment of people. That's
it.
the
Exactly.
aim.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
But as you use the word women, do you do this for men as well?
I personally don't.
Okay.
I personally don't. It just I rather to do it because um I could do, but I personally don't. To be honest, I
Okay.
focus. I'm gonna tell you why, because I was saying, um, anatomy in a woman and in a man, even though we have, is completely different.
I understand. So
So
you've learned more towards the women aspect of
woman,
it.
exactly.
Ah, okay.
That's what
That's
I offer.
good.
Yeah, so that's why I
Okay.
rather not, because it's I have focused on the women anatomy and how the system, because we work in different ways. We have different, we're created in different,
Yes,
right? So that's why
absolutely.
I rather not to do it for men, because they look for different things. In this
Right.
case, the route to reduce, they look for make themselves bigger. So it's
Yeah.
you
So
know what
that
I mean?
must be a different process in itself.
It's a different process,
Right,
and I
right.
have focus and make myself a profession, like excellency of what I in the type of body, like the woman body structure, to call
All
it so.
right, right. Great, great. So how can people find you? Where can they find you? Where can they reach you?
Okay, well, I'm located in Milton. As I said before, I do it at home.
Mhm.
You can always WhatsApp is my main right now, my main way of contacting or being contact. So or I have social media as Angie Gonzalez in Facebook and Angie Gonzalez in Instagram. I have like email too. My studio is called Adore Yourself Forever, and
Nice.
everybody is welcome here. And well, I'm located at 501 Buckeye Court in Milton, Ontario.
Okay. So I will be putting all that information for everyone once we set up the video. So the information will be there. And Angelica, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us. And it's a good modality. Like there's something new out in this holistic world that we are all enlightened to, and it's a big and a good and a unique thing to try, right? As you said, holistic world is so big. We all have so much out there, and every stage of our life, we sometimes need this. We're done with this now. We need this. So it's good to know all these amazing techniques that everybody has. And I again thank you for your time.
No,
And
thank
is
you.
there anything else you would like to say before we end this?
Well, no, happy New Year. I really wish everybody an amazing 2025, full of blessing, health, wisdom, and I hope you give me the opportunity. All of you give me the opportunity to show you what I can do, and good luck to everybody. And again, blessings to everyone. And thank you, Farah, for this time, especially today in a busy day of the year. It was a
Oh
pleasure.
no, let's say an amazing bye to 2024, and we'll say an amazing hi to 2025.
Welcome 2025.
Yes, yes. Thank you again, Angelica. And thank you everyone for joining in. And Happy New Year, success, peace, love, and amazing health to all of you in 2025. Take care and see you
Thank you.
next time. Bye for now.
Bye.